Hello, luxury lovers. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're diving into the high-flying, headline-making life of Karoline Leavitt. From small-town New Hampshire roots to private jets and the White House podium, her story is one of grit, ambition, and a billionaire lifestyle that's as controversial as it is captivating. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you're as fascinated by this story as we are. Let's jump right in. 1. The small-town girl with big dreams. Karoline's journey began in Atkinson, New Hampshire, a picture-perfect New England town. Her parents owned a local ice cream stand and a small truck dealership. Summers spent behind the counter taught her the art of conversation and the power of a dollar. But it wasn't just about scooping cones. Karoline was also a leader early on, class president, editor of the school paper, and softball team captain. She once said, "I didn't come from money, but I came from grit." That grit would become her secret weapon in the rough and tumble world of politics. 2. Breaking into the Beltway. After graduating from St. Anselm College with a double major in communications and political science, Karoline wasted no time. She secured a White House internship that turned into a job as press assistant, a meteoric rise in the world of DC power brokers. She became known for her no-nonsense approach and for never backing down in the face of media scrutiny. Her time in the Trump White House was a crash course in political combat, and she emerged with a sharpened instinct for the game. 3. The Firebrand Candidate. By 2022, Karoline was done playing support roles. She wanted the spotlight for herself. She launched a run for Congress in New Hampshire's 1st District. At just 24, she took on both the Republican establishment and the Democratic machine. Her speeches were fiery, her message resonated, and her social media strategy went viral. She shocked the political world by winning the Republican primary and nearly took the general election, losing by a hair in one of the cycle's tightest races. Her name was suddenly everywhere. 4. Strategist in the shadows. Some saw her loss as a setback, but Karoline saw an opportunity. She became a behind-the-scenes powerhouse, joining Trump's 2024 campaign as National Press Secretary. She was now a key architect of the message, orchestrating viral sound bites and relentless messaging. Insiders say she's one of the few staffers who can push back on Trump and get away with it. Her rise was no accident. It was the result of calculated strategy and an unshakable sense of purpose. 5. Making history at the White House podium. In 2025, Karoline made headlines as she became the youngest White House press secretary in American history, just 27 years old. Sworn in with a photo of her late grandfather, a Vietnam veteran, on her desk, she took the stage as the official voice of the second Trump administration. Some reporters called her sharp as a blade. Critics said she was too aggressive. Fans called her a warrior. But one thing was clear, she wasn't just playing a role. She was rewriting the rules. 6. The marriage that got everyone talking. In early 2025, Karoline married Nicholas Richaud, a real estate mogul 32 years her senior. Their private ceremony sparked endless speculation, and the tabloids had a field day. Ricciot's empire, sprawling properties across New England and a rumored $12 million beach estate, put Karoline on the map of the ultra-wealthy. Critics said it was all about power and money. But Karoline had a quick retort: "I built my name before anyone knew his." 7. A new chapter: Motherhood in the spotlight. Just months later, Karoline gave birth to their son, Nicholas Robert Richaud Jr. Those close to her said motherhood added a new dimension to her driven persona, making her more focused, more deliberate, and more protective. She didn't slow down. Balancing baby bottles and briefing books, she adapted her schedule and learned how to juggle her roles as mother, wife, and power broker. 8. Inside the jet-set life. Today, Karoline's life reads like a billionaire fantasy: private jets between DC and Palm Beach, custom wardrobe fittings in Manhattan, ski retreats in Aspen, and summers on the Amalfi Coast. But the real story isn't the luxury, it's how she's used it as leverage. Her inner circle is tight, her public image carefully curated. For Karoline, luxury isn't the end goal, it's the tool she wields. 9. Power, purpose, and perception. Karoline has learned to navigate power with laser focus. Behind the scenes, she's known as a closer, someone who gets things done without drama. Her speeches are tailored, her messaging refined, and her image polished to perfection. Critics have accused her of aligning her political positions with her husband's real estate empire, especially around housing deregulation. But Karoline brushes it off as sexist and unfounded. "If I were a man married to a real estate mogul, no one would blink," she says. 10. Philanthropy or PR. As Karoline's profile has grown, so has her charitable presence. She's been seen at black tie fundraisers and has launched a foundation focused on veteran support and childhood literacy. Yet skeptics wonder, how much of it is real philanthropy, and how much is carefully managed PR? Either way, she's built a public image that blends luxury with social good. 11. The fashion factor. Karoline's style has become a talking point in itself. From custom-tailored suits for press briefings to designer gowns at charity galas, she's known how to make an entrance and an impression. Fashion insiders say she's working with a team of stylists to curate an image that's equal parts elegance and authority. Every look, they say, is calculated for maximum impact. 12. Inner circle secrets. Despite her public profile, Karoline's inner circle remains tight. Trusted aides, loyal friends, and a small group of family keep her grounded. Her team says she's fiercely protective of her privacy, even as she commands the spotlight. Karoline plays the long game, one insider noted. She's always thinking 3 moves ahead, whether it's politics or personal life. 13 media mogul in the making. Rumors swirl that Karoline is eyeing her own media empire. Whispers of a digital news outlet, a podcast series, or even a book deal have insiders buzzing. If true, it would be the next chapter in her quest for influence, one that puts her at the center of the conversation. 14. The price of power. Living in the fast lane has its costs: constant scrutiny, endless gossip, and the pressure to be perfect. Karoline has become a master of deflection, turning critiques into comebacks and using every moment to build her brand. But those close to her say the real Karoline is more complex, ambitious, yes, but also fiercely loyal to those she loves. She's tough, but she has a big heart, one friend confided. 15. What's next for Karoline Leavitt? With her trajectory, the big question now is, what's next? Will she run for office again? Launch her own media platform? Write a memoir to set the record straight? Insiders hint that she's considering all 3. But one thing's certain, Karoline Leavitt isn't done. She's shattered expectations and rewritten the rules. Now she's crafting her own legacy, one calculated move at a time. So there you have it, Karoline Leavitt's whirlwind journey from small-town girl to power player on the world stage. What do you think about her rise and her billionaire lifestyle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want more deep dives into the lives of the rich, famous, and powerful. Until next time, stay curious and stay luxurious.